Do you feel the vibes?
Hey YouTube, welcome back to Love for Crypto. Sorry that we've not been as active on the Ripple updates recently, but not to worry. We got a fucking shitstorm of electrifying orgasmic information to give to you lovely people today. So obviously some of this news that I'm going to be covering today, and I do apologise for my voice in advance. I've not been too well recently, hence the reasons why I've not been doing the Ripple updates, but we are back. We're going live at it big time. By God, have we got a fucking show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Again, some of the news is not exactly brand new news, but I'm going to put my view in it anyway. Diving straight into it. So we've all got the development team confirming Ripple's 1.00 is live and ready. We've been seeing lots of stuff about this. If you follow Alex Cobb, Jungle Inc., you know, the usual suspects in the XRP community, I'm sure you've been kept up to date of it from them type of people. But what this is showing now is Ripple XRP is actually live and ready for production. For these corporations that have been testing the pilots, we're ready to go into live production. And what a week for it, ladies and gentlemen. The consensus week is this week. We've got Ripple Community tonight, tomorrow on the 15th of May. And you better get fucking ready, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to see some big fireworks happening very, very, very shortly in this space. You better believe it is happening. First of all, before I start diving into that, I want to go over a certain few aspects in respect of liquidity, how we're going to get it, what are the exchanges thinking, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm going to jump straight into it here. We've had Uphold, we heard them in the past saying it was going to list XRP, but we've actually got the confirmation from themselves now. We're going live on the 24th of May with XRP. A lot of people said this is a product that could rival Coinbase. Only time will tell with that in that respect. Obviously we've heard about Coin 1, which is this now, which I'm showing you. This isn't in respect of actually listing XRP, but it's going to show that Ripple's X current will be driving the value around the exchange, so we can get that instant payments, which we all keep talking about, the internet of value. So this is great. This is showing that exchanges are actually taking on Ripple's technology in order so they can get their clients the money on the same day, rather than having to wait for that traditional 3 to 5 working days. So that's absolutely great. Another massive news in the space, not specifically for Ripple, but in respect of the entire crypto market. We've got Bloomberg that are partnering with Novogratz to launch a crypto index. You'll keep hearing this as we go forward into the future. Crypto index, crypto desk with all the major banking institutions. I mean, this is Bloomberg. This is how bullish we are going on crypto now. All the FUD, all the state media, which is driven by the world's elite, have obviously been downplaying the crypto sphere. But as you can see, it's all positive news, which can only tell you one thing, people. You better lock and load, because the gains will be real. Going on to the next exchange, we've got Nasdaq. Now, Nasdaq are extremely bullish on Ripple. We've heard them say, I'm not going to go into these articles because we've got quite a lot to talk about. Nasdaq to become a cryptocurrency exchange. Again, another massive thing in respect to, this is where institutional money is going to be going. They're not going to be using your Coinbase, your Binance. They want doors opening for the institutions, and these are the closed doors that will be open very, very shortly. Moving on to the next piece, obviously this is SBI. We've heard about SBI, we spoke about this ourselves on the channel, but yeah, again, another summer release, another crypto exchange. You can see what I'm saying in respect to liquidity. The doors are all opening now, especially on an institutional level. We've got Goldman Sachs. He said to add cryptocurrency trading desk. The very same people that downplayed the cryptocurrency markets, saying it was a scam. But look at him today, offering a crypto desk. Listen, this is why we're here, people, because if you listen to mainstream media, you would have sold your cryptos a long time ago with the amount of FUD that comes up from the likes of Goldman Sachs. Oh, and guess what? JP Morgan says it may have to adapt to counter crypto adoption. You'll hear it everywhere now, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big year for it all, an absolutely big year for cryptos as a whole, not just Ripple, but Ripple is going to have a ripper of a fucking year. You better believe it. We go over to Coinbase. ICE Bitcoin ETF with new cryptocurrency index fund. Now, for you that do not know what an ETF is, but may well have heard of the futures, it's very similar, apart from an ETF is not a contract against a price movement. It's actually owning the cryptocurrency which you're investing into. This will be a massive gateway for institutional money to come rushing into the markets to actually own the cryptocurrency, which will actually add value to what we are holding in respect of Bitcoin, your Ripples, your Litecoins, your Ethereums. This means that the institutions will hold and own the crypto, not just a contract against where its price movement is going to be. And then moving over to Binance. Binance had fiat crypto exchange soon. We've already said it was going to happen, but I just wanted to throw it out there again. This is just a broad overview of exchanges, of how we can get liquidity into the markets, how we can open the doors for institutions, and you better believe it, people, it's fucking gonna happen. And when the floodgates open, it is gonna fucking rain in cryptocurrency gains. You better believe it. You better get that shit bought now. The dip, buy that dip, because I tell you what, after this week in consensus, oh dearie me, you better believe the gains that we are about to see. And I would not come out and say that as confidently as I am doing today if I did not believe that we can see these gains by the end of this week, and then running from there. We're ripping, people. We're ripping. If you've held from the January highs and you've savagely held on to what you believed in, believe me, you will reap those rewards very shortly in that respect. Now, there's something that I want to speak to you about. We all know crypto is changing the world. This is why I'm on YouTube talking this shit to you, to try and sink it into your minds and to try and open the actual true use case of what cryptocurrencies and blockchain can actually bring to society and to the economy. And this is a big bold statement from the South Koreans to go cashless by 2020 thanks to blockchain and crypto. This is bolder than fucking bold. This is absolutely fucking mad. This is South Korea, who we know are absolutely massive in respect to Ripple. They have a lot of trading volume to the markets for Ripple. But what we're seeing here is an actual country that is saying that they are going cashless by 2020. This is how fast blockchain and crypto is moving. The internet took a long time, maybe 20-25 years for mass scale adoption, but what you need to remember with blockchain and cryptos, all the foundational work has been built within the internet. It's just rolling on the application layer, and believe me, the adoption rate of blockchain will be significantly faster than what we saw with the internet. This is what I mean. You need to buy your holdings, and you need to get them, and you need to fucking store them. You want to get yourself a ledger, make sure your crypto is safe. There's a link in the description if you want to go buy one through our affiliate program. That will be much appreciated. But in respect to this here, South Korea to go cashless by 2020, you got to ask yourself, how are they going to go cashless? You know, we can't rely on Bitcoin or XRP or Ethereum. No, they can't, and that's the truth. But this is how they're going to do it. We talked about it before. CBDCs, you will hear them all coming, and here they are now. The South Korean central bank, they soon issue a native cryptocurrency, and when these central banks issue these cryptocurrencies, we're talking legal tender. But again, we need to be able to move that value efficiently, and that's exactly what XRP is. It will be the bridge form of asset. The industry standard, XRP the standard, will be the way that we'll be able to move these cryptocurrencies from the native countries, the legal tender. It can all be exchanged through XRP, and believe me, it's not just South Korea. Oh no, it's not just the South Korea. The People's Bank of China official pushes for centralised state digital currency. The Bank of England are looking into central bank issued digital currencies. The Reserve Bank of India considers central banks issue digital currencies. Russia to issue state-backed cryptocurrency. Iran plans to start its own state-backed cryptocurrency. We've got Venezuela that have already launched theirs. Believe me, people, the use case for blockchain and cryptocurrencies is real. You better believe it. You better forget about the FUD. And you better lock and load into what you truly believe is going to take you forward, and what's going to be a successful platform and a blockchain and a cryptocurrency that will be here in the future. Again, this is a Ripple video because we like to talk about Ripple, and we're going to talk about the consensus here more in depth now in respect to that. We've got the live that has been released. So we all know in the community now, we've got the 1.00 edition that's ready. Nothing as yet has happened, but we're ready. We've had the debug. The debug's been removed. It's looking promising. And not only have we got the live that's ready to go, but we've also got the old Snoop Doggy Dogg who's putting the crip into crypto, people. Oh yes, you better believe it. There's big announcements this week in consensus for the whole of blockchain, not just for Ripple, not just for blockchain, Ethereum, EOSs, no, for the whole industry. We're going to see some severe bullish moves moving forward after this week. You better believe it. I'm not confident. I am not confident it's going to happen, honestly. I mean, in respect to Ripple, we got Snoop Dogg. He cost about 150 grand just to pull him in, just to do your little fucking community XRP night. Listen, it's going to be fucking massive. We're going to get more announcement partnerships. There could be talks about going live. We don't know what's being said. It's all a big surprise. But it would not surprise me if they flip the switch and we're live, and we get the likes of Western Union and MoneyGram and Santander, the people who we know that have been using XRapid, to start using it in production, in live production. And just as an example, we've got MoneyGram. If we can get all their channels through the XRP, we're talking 2 billion trade volume a day alone just from MoneyGram. You know, it's 600 billion a year on average. Listen, if we go live, ladies and gentlemen, I do not know what to expect with the price. I really don't. I don't know how many channels have been piloted through XRP, exactly what's going to be going live on XRP. But we're going to be seeing real commercial utility being driven for the first time in history in blockchain cryptocurrencies. And Ripple are the standard as we go to speak. We've said it all along, and I'll fucking say it again. XRP is going to be the wolf, the head wolf, leading the pack of wolves in respect to cryptocurrencies to the future. It'll be the global standard. It'll open the eyes to the big people, to the corporations, to the banking industry, to the financial institutions. Listen, it's fucking happening, people. You better fucking believe that shit. You know what I mean? We've got all the exchanges now. They're all rushing to make exchanges. Crypto trading desk. Do you know what I mean? You can see what's happening now. We're getting a broad term of people rushing to open these doorways for financial institutions, for your institutional money, and you'll be seeing institutional investments. And believe me, we are going to have an absolutely fucking spiffing end towards this year. From now onwards, it's bull season, lock and load, people. Because I tell you what, you'll see how real the gains are. So just a little thing here. Ripple just recently announced XPRING, a new initiative that supports business growing on the XRP ledger, and initial investments of SB projects, blockchain, coil, and on there together we will grow the internet of value. Now on there, we know that they've built an ICO platform on Ripple on the XRP ledger. Is this going to be the smart contracts platform confirmed now? Is this how we're going to be using XRapid as that digital exchange, that store of value for the smart contracts, for everything that I fucking can be, it will be. But XPRING, I think this is going to be the smart platform contract name, the Codius XPRING for ICO building on top of XRP. My penis has got an extra 2 inches in length through the amount of good news that has come back out in the past 10 days or so, which I've not covered. I've not had the opportunity to cover it. But you better believe I'm covering this shit now, people. Again, another big piece of massive news. Delighted with this news from Mitsubishi Corporation. Really shows our growing momentum and impact. If you don't know, Mitsubishi have just come out saying that they're eyeing up using the XRapid ledger. We all know XRapid means XRP. They're talking broadly about virtual currencies and not just blockchain and XCurrent. Listen, the domino effect is happening. We're going to go live probably this consensus week. We're going to just see a fucking absolute shitstorm of interest and FOMO rushing into this XRP currency now. Believe me, you better believe it, honestly. I recommended to one of my mates to buy it 64 cents the other day, because I said to him it's going to be the last time in the XRP history that you'll ever see it touching prices like that again. A bold statement from myself, but as you all know, I'm a big believer of what's going to happen in the future. And when you've just got news, positive news after news after fucking news, one after one, what can you only think apart from the progression of where XRP is going? Listen, this week, consensus week, is all eyes on blockchain. And if Ripple are smart, they're going to drop that. They've got the 200 partners. They're going to drop more XRP pilots. They're going to drop XRP going into production. You got Snoop Deal double fucking G in the house, probably dropping all these bombs to the community on community night, which is tomorrow. I had to get this video out because I know what shit is about to go down, and I just got to tell you, people, you better believe it. You're going to absolutely love the rest of this year. I can promise you that, in respect to gains in your portfolios across the board, not just Ripple and XRP. So yeah, I apologise. It's been about 10 days since the last Ripple update, and there's been a lot of news. I've been trying to throw it all in there. There's not everything I've probably put in here that I could have, but again, I need to make it into a bite-sized video for you guys, so you don't have to upload a fucking hour and a half video, which is going to bore you. In respect to saying all that, again, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe, because we're talking about Ripple and that all the time. We talk about BAB quite a lot. We're covering BAB a lot. This is one of these ICOs that we truly believe are gonna be there in the future. And if you think that you missed out on your gains on your 0.006 Ripples, then that's a perfect ICO to turn to, in respect of being a legit ICO, because we know there's a lot of frauds and scams out there, and you've got to be very careful when you pick these ICOs. But believe me, BABB, Batch token, is going to be a big fucking winner. We have Scott, who covers that all the time. So again, if you've liked this video, drop the like down. It pushes it up further in the list, so people around the world can hear this information, which I believe is critical, especially with what's coming up. Subscribe to the channel. We've got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Steam it, you name it. Search Love for Crypto, we fucking got it. So yeah, again, I hope you like this video. Believe me, people, you better get ready, because I tell you what, the gains, oh my days, the gains are going to be real after this week. Peace out.